We're going to give you the data that we're getting, right? Prior to the government reopening and data starting up again with a steady flow, we're going to give you the data we have, which is the NFIB Small Business Optimism, and then we'll get the ADP data that is now coming out every Tuesday. So first, the NFIB Small Business Optimism Index came out this morning, a reading of 98.2. Now, last month it was 98.6. The 52-year average is 98, so still above that average of 98, but slightly lower. Here's some of the highlights. Still above the 52-year average. Uncertainty index fell 12 points to 88, the lowest level of the year. 32% of all owners reported job openings they could not fill in the current period. That's 2 months unchanged of 32%. Those numbers came out. So that's the lowest number since December 20th. Their chief economist, William Dunkelberg, said this: optimism among small businesses declined slightly in October as owners report lower sales and reduced profits. Additionally, many firms are still navigating a labor shortage and want to hire, but are having difficulty doing so, with labor quality being the top issue for Main Street. So slightly lower. And if you think about the environment with a 41-day government shutdown, there's probably a lot of paralysis going on. Now, the next data point that we got was the new ADP. They call it the NER Pulse. What that is, every week they give us, for the week ending October 25th, 2025, private employers shed an average of 11,250 jobs a week, suggesting that the labor market struggled to produce jobs consistently during the second half of the month. These numbers are preliminary and could change as new data is added. Now, it's important. This is a new data point, relatively young, not a lot of history here. So we do have to take some of it and let them work out their kinks. But it looks like pretty consistent with the rest of the economy. The labor market is struggling to move forward. So slightly lower NFIB Small Business Optimism, slightly decreased, 11,250 jobs. The ADP is reporting loss on average per week. So slightly lower numbers going into there.